Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and we're going to go to check out Xur. It is July 26th, he has landed in the Winding Cove on the European Dead Zone. If you guys want to know the easiest way to get up to him, literally come up this side over here, and follow this guy. You're going right in the cave. Easiest way to get up here, you don't have to go any crazy rock jumps. It's actually a cave tunnel, easy to walk up. So let's see what he's got for this week. Of course, your Fated Engram, if you're still working on random rolls on any exotics, you can throw some shards at this one. And then, of course, we've got your consumable, is your 5 of Swords. This is how you get Nightfall modifiers, score multipliers, things like that, in case you are new. Invitations, if you haven't done these on other characters, which I really haven't, so I probably could use to do these on other characters, but maybe I'll wait on those. For our gear this week, we've got the D.A.R.C.I sniper rifle. This is a heavy weapon. Does hit really damn hard, too. You've got Personal Assistant, aim at an enemy to view health and other critical information. You're like, what's that really do? Not much. But when you throw Target Acquired, when Personal Assistant is active, which takes about a second to activate, this weapon has better target acquisition, so easier headshots, and deals significantly more precision damage. And by significantly more, it is 4x. It's bananas powerful. So, the way snipers are right now and the way heavies are right now, this thing in the right place and time and arc burn and things like that can still put out a lot of damage. And as it's a sniper, this one actually holds a lot more in reserves than most. This one, if you have double reserves, both the helm and the class item on, you can have 28 bullets in reserve. It's really powerful, and you can have a lot of shots with it. So if you don't have this gun for some reason, I highly recommend you picking it up. It's got some cool ornaments to it as well, so definitely one you should acquire. For the Warlocks, we've got the Vesper of Radius. I was about to say I had no legs, but they're just being covered right now. So, your intrinsic perk here is Planetary Torrent. Rifts release an arc shockwave when cast. Rift energy recharges faster when you are surrounded by enemies. Now, this one is one that I don't hear a lot about anymore, and one that could probably use to get reworked. Kind of looks cool, definitely has its own look to it. I mean, if you put in a color scheme on a robe, it's definitely going to be kind of a thing, but still pretty cool. But just dropping a rift and getting an arc shockwave, pretty low key in its effects, because means enemies or whoever you're fighting has to be close. You have to have your rift up, and I mean, when enemies are nearby, your rift will recharge faster, but all you're doing is trying to drop a rift, which either can heal you or give you empowering buff, which is fine. But just the fact that it's going to drop an arc shockwave, I don't know how powerful it is, but as I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one, I don't think this is anything to write home about. Perks on this one are also kind of relatively questionably meh. It looks cool. Maybe at some point it'll get buffed, so I probably would add it to your collection if you got enough shards, but I don't think you'll be using that one anytime soon. For the Hunters, we've got the Wormhusk crown. Pretty cool looking crown, don't mind the crazy cloak, but this is your helm. This one, Burning Souls, pretty simple. Dodging gives a small amount of health and a shield bump. So if you dodge, as Hunters tend to do all the time, this is actually a good thing, because when you dodge, you get that little bump of health, and then a little shield bump. Used to, it would actually heal you a lot more. I think they toned that down a little bit, but it's still in a pretty solid place just for survival's sake. I mean, there are other exotics when it comes to Hunters that are potentially going to be more powerful, but if you just want to be like, I want to dodge and get some health, pretty much all the time. You can't wear this and 6th Coyote, so you can't get like a double boost, which would be kind of cool. But always having health bump when you dodge knows it's a way that you can kind of get yourself out of a tough pinch. If you got punched, you could maybe dodge away, get some health back, then kind of get the lead on somebody. So it may not be the best Hunter exotic right now, but it's definitely not a bad one. And one, if you didn't get it through the Mars questline and stuff like that, for sure, add this to your collection. On top of, it's got some damn good perks on it. So what do we got? We've got heavy lifting. Can be pretty helpful depending on what heavy weapon you use. Enhanced Ashes to Assets, so gain more super energy on grenade kills. And machine gun targeting. Those all work pretty well. But this one, I rarely see with machine gun reserves. Like, if you have 2 perks like that that are synergistic for the same heavy weapon, kind of amazing and also rare to find. So if you like Wormhusk Crown at all and your roll is trash, if you feel like you might want to use it, or if you're a hunter and you just want some good machine gun perks, this still isn't a bad exotic to dodge and give you some health, and machine guns still being in a reasonable spot, this actually will serve you very well. So don't skip on that Wormhusk Crown. It's got some pretty damn good perks on it. Finally, the Armamentarium. We've got our double grenade boy. He is loaded to the hills here. Gain additional grenade. Pretty straightforward, but always having 2 grenades and not having to run top tree arc for a Titan gives you a little more flexibility in your build. So double of any grenade lets you be, a little more aggressive, especially if you're running Grenadier on a Nightfall. You have 2 1 recharges. You actually have that second one building as well. That's actually pretty cool. For the chest, again, chest perks usually aren't that great, but you have a little synergy here. Unflinching rifle aim, unflinching large arms aim, but you do have enhanced unflinching bow aim and bow reserve. So if you're working on, say, Hush, spending a lot of time in Gambit, enhanced unflinching bow aim, especially when you're dealing with a whole lot of adds, not a bad thing. And Armamentarium, double grenades, sets up enemies as well. So Armamentarium is pretty straightforward. If you like 2 grenades, that's what it does. If you like bows, the perks on this are not bad. Is it amazing right now? It's pretty straightforward in what it does. I think there are better things out there. But if you don't have it, it's an old school exotic. You still should probably make sure you get it. So that is pretty much all we got for Xur this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Also, check out the Last Word podcast we recorded this morning with Red Queen. She was amazing. Great guest on. So positive. So cool. Check her out, but look for the audio platform on your audio platform podcast. I'll get that one up probably tonight or in the morning. So Spotify, iTunes, Google, Last Word podcast will be up soon. And then, of course, the video will be up on both the Iron Lords podcast channel and then right here on my YouTube channel, probably later in the weekend. That's the last one to go up. So thank you all for tuning in. You know where to find me. It's Ebontis on Twitch, on Twitter. Follow me on both of those if you haven't yet. But right here on YouTube, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, share it with a friend who's sitting at work and wondering what Xur has, or hit that subscribe button, hit that alert bell. Definitely helps me out, and I will keep this stuff coming to you. So enjoy your weekend. Have a great one. I'll see you soon.